Shocking. The universe just rerouted your soulmate's destiny. My beloved soul, don't move, don't scroll, don't look away. Stay with me until the very last word, because what I'm about to reveal is not entertainment, it is an energetic transmission, a turning point, a cosmic update about the one your soul has been calling in. Something enormous has shifted in the unseen, and your spirit already knows it. You've been feeling it without being able to explain it. That strange mix of heaviness and hope, of longing and calm, of grief and excitement, all at the same time. Those waves you've been riding are not random. They are the echo of a destiny being rewritten for you. The universe has just rerouted your soulmate's path. My beloved soul, this message is not an accident. There is a reason your eyes, your ears, your heart have arrived here in this exact moment of time. You are standing at the border between the old reality you've been surviving and the new reality your soul has been asking for. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because this is not just about them. This is not just about someone coming back. This is about a sacred contract, a soul agreement, a destiny that refused to be denied any longer. Your soulmate has been walking through a maze of distractions, illusions, and fears for a long time. For months, maybe for years, they have been torn between what their heart whispered in the dark and what their ego shouted in the light. Between truth and denial. Between love and comfort. Between the unknown of destiny and the familiar pain of old patterns. There were days when they felt magnetically pulled toward you, when thinking of you brought a peace they couldn't find anywhere else. And there were days when that very peace scared them. When being seen by you, being felt by you, being known by you was too much for the parts of them still hiding in shadow. This is why the connection felt hot and cold. This is why one moment you felt like everything was aligned, and the next moment it felt as if the ground disappeared beneath your feet. This is why your heart could feel both chosen and abandoned, loved and forgotten, blessed and cursed, sometimes in the same day. My beloved soul, destiny is not a straight, perfect line. It bends. It pauses. It breaks open. It waits. It tests. It refines. Sometimes the universe allows a soulmate to drift away, not to punish you, but to prepare both hearts. Sometimes the distance is not a rejection, but a realignment. Sometimes the silence is not indifference, but a sacred incubation of truth. But this time, something different has happened. A point was reached where fate could no longer watch the two of you circle each other from a distance. Your soulmate was not just delaying. They were drifting off their soul's true map. They were choosing paths that did not belong to them. They were investing energy where there was no long-term soul harvest. They were settling in timelines where their heart could never fully breathe. They were listening to noise instead of intuition, to fear instead of inner knowing, to other people's voices instead of their own soul. And destiny said, enough. The universe has stepped in with a cosmic redirection, a divine intervention, a soul-level reroute. Paths that did not belong to them are being removed. Doors they were never meant to walk through are closing. Connections that were karmic, draining, or simply misaligned are being dismantled. Their comfort zones are cracking, their illusions are collapsing, their masks are slipping. My beloved soul, your soulmate's destiny has been snapped back into alignment. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what you have been feeling in your chest, in your gut, in your dreams is not imagination. It is resonance. It is the vibration of your destined connection being pulled back onto the same track as yours. The universe has just said, no more, to the timelines where you end up as a beautiful memory they never claimed. No more, to the versions of them that choose safety over soul truth. No more, to the cycles where you overgive and they underchoose. Your soulmate has been shaken awake. For some, this came as a loss. A separation. A sudden ending in their life that stripped away false stability. For others, it was a dream so vivid they woke up with tears in their eyes, your face clear in their mind, your energy wrapped around their heart. For some, it arrived as an intense fear of losing you permanently. Maybe they saw or sensed that you were moving on, choosing yourself more, stepping into your power in a way that meant you would never allow the old dynamic again. For others, it was a sign so strong they couldn't deny it, your name, your birthday, your song, your favorite phrase appearing over and over when their mind was desperately trying to focus elsewhere. Whatever form it took, this moment was not gentle. It was not subtle. It was a spiritual earthquake. They didn't just think of you. They felt the vacuum of your absence. They didn't just miss you. They felt what their future looked like without you, hollow, unlit, misaligned. They saw the timeline where they continued to ignore their feelings and realized that it led to a life of quiet regret. And for the first time, their soul refused to stay quiet. My beloved soul, this reroute is not a theory. It is already happening. This is why you've been feeling what you've been feeling. Those random waves of emotion that come out of nowhere. That sudden pull to check your phone without reason. That intense dream where you were together, speaking, healing, loving, even if you haven't talked in a long while. Those moments when their name runs through your mind like a whisper on repeat. These are not coincidences. This is entanglement. Your energies are relearning how to move together again. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because I need you to understand how central you are in this story. Yes, the universe rerouted their destiny, but it did not do this randomly. Your healing was the signal. Your growth was the activation. Your boundaries, your self-respect, your decision to no longer accept breadcrumbs from anyone, including them, was the turning point. When you finally stopped chasing, stopped over-explaining, stopped begging their wounded self to see your worth, something huge happened. Your energy shifted from, "Please choose me," to, "I am already chosen by my own soul." And that changed everything. Because the universe responds not to your words, but to your vibration. When your spirit moved out of lack and into self-love, you became a magnet for what is truly aligned. You stopped energetically enabling the version of them that could show up half present, half honest, half committed. Your silence confronted their ego. Your absence revealed your value. Your detachment exposed all the spaces in their life where you once were the light. My beloved soul, they can feel that you are not where you used to be. You may still love them, but you no longer orbit around them. You no longer bend your reality to accommodate their fears. You no longer dim your shine to make their comfort zone feel less threatened. And that scares their old self, but awakens their true self. They are starting to realize that you were not just another person. You were not a phase. You were not a distraction. You were not a nice to have. You were and are a key. The key that unlocks the version of themselves their soul has always wanted them to become. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Right now, deep inside them, there is a war between who they have been and who they are becoming. Their old patterns do not go quietly. The part of them that chooses avoidance, denial, and comfort is still trying to convince them that reaching out, apologizing, being honest, being vulnerable is too risky. But that part is losing power. Because their soul has seen the future where they do nothing. And in that future, they watch you move into a life that honors your light, with or without them. They feel the sting of being the one who let you go, and there is no excuse, no lie, no distraction that can numb that. So now, the pull toward you is not simple attraction. It is destiny reminding them of who they are when they don't run. My beloved soul, let me show you what is happening in their inner world, layer by layer. First comes recognition. They are replaying memories of you with new eyes. The way you listened when they spoke from their soul. The way your presence calmed their storms. The way your laughter felt like home in a world that never felt fully safe. The way your truth triggered them sometimes, but only because you saw beyond their facade. They are seeing your kindness where they once took it for granted. Your patience where they once misread it as weakness. Your boundaries where they once interpreted them as rejection. They are realizing, I did not meet an ordinary person. I met my mirror. Next comes regret. Not the superficial kind where someone says, sorry, just to quiet their guilt. This is deep, soul-level regret. The ache of understanding how their fear wounded someone who was only ever there from a place of love. They remember the messages they didn't answer. The calls they ignored. The times they felt how much you cared and chose to pretend they didn't. The conversations where they minimized your connection, made you feel like you were imagining things, just because they weren't ready to admit how much you meant to them. They are seeing it now. All of it. And it hurts. But that hurt is holy. That hurt is necessary. That hurt is the pressure that breaks the shell of their ego so their heart can finally breathe. Then comes responsibility. This is when they stop blaming timing, circumstances, other people, and even you. This is when they admit to themselves, I pushed them away. I sabotaged this. I lied to myself because I was afraid of what this love would demand from me. The universe is bringing them into a season of emotional accountability. They are being shown the difference between fate and free will. Yes, destiny brought you together. But their choices created distance. Their fear created pain. Their silence created doubts. And now, if they want the love that their soul recognizes in you, they must grow into someone worthy of it. They cannot half-choose you anymore. They cannot come back with the same games, the same indecision, the same inconsistencies. Destiny will not support that version of them any longer. My beloved soul, don't skip. Stay till the end. Because while all this is brewing inside them, something is also rising inside you. You are entering your own phase of clarity, about what you will and won't accept, about what love truly means beyond fantasy and longing. You are being guided to remember, you are not waiting for someone to complete you. You are inviting in someone who can meet you, soul to soul, as you both walk your own paths of wholeness. The reroute of their destiny is not meant to pull you backward into old pain. It is meant to align you both with a higher, cleaner, more honest form of union. So the universe is preparing you too. This is why you've been pushed to heal old wounds, not just from this connection, but from childhood, from past relationships, from family patterns. The abandonment you felt before them. The betrayal you experienced before you even knew their name. The times you learned that love equals sacrifice, self-erasure, or survival. All of that is being brought to the surface, not to break you, but to free you. Because the version of you who cried on the bathroom floor wondering why they didn't choose you is not the same version of you destiny is aligning with now. You are becoming someone who knows their worth, not in a loud, egoic way, but in a quiet, unshakable way. Someone who can love deeply and still walk away when their soul is not honored. Someone who can forgive and still hold their standards. Someone who can welcome back what is meant for them without shrinking, begging, or losing themselves. My beloved soul, the reroute is not about begging the past to return. It is about aligning both of you with what your soul signed up for before this lifetime even began. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As the universe rewires your soulmate's path, you will begin to notice certain changes. In them, in you, and in the space between you. Their communication, when it starts to come in, will feel different. Less guessing. Less mixed signals. Less emotional breadcrumbing. More clarity. More directness. More presence. At first, it might be small, liking something, replying to a story, sending a simple message. Don't underestimate it. For someone who has lived in emotional avoidance, taking even a small step toward vulnerability is enormous. Behind a short text like, "How have you been?" there can be nights of rehearsed sentences, tears, and heart-pounding fear. Behind a simple, "I've been thinking of you," there can be weeks of inner battling between their old defenses and their new awakening. Their energy will begin to lean toward truth. You will feel it. That weird calm that washes over you out of nowhere, as if someone just opened a window in your soul and let fresh air in. Those sudden pangs of warmth in your chest, that make you place your hand over your heart as if to steady it. That sense of being watched over, protected, accompanied, especially in moments where you used to feel alone. This is your souls re-establishing their communication line. My beloved soul, this reroute has also been cutting cords between them and whatever was falsely holding their attention. The karmic loops. The cycles of choosing people who mirrored their wounds, not their healing. The environments that rewarded their numbness and punished their authenticity. The opinions of those who never wanted to see them fully happy, only comfortably predictable. Those cords are fraying. Some have already snapped. Conversations are ending. Masks are falling. Contracts are closing. Their patience for inauthenticity is running out. They are waking up with questions like, why am I here? Why am I giving my time, my body, my energy to things that don't feed my soul? Why did I turn away from the one person who made me feel seen? And every honest answer leads them back to you. Not because you are their only source of happiness, but because in your presence, they felt the clearest reflection of who they could become. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because the universe is not just rerouting them toward you, it is also rerouting you toward the highest version of this union. There are timelines where they come back, but you are still unhealed, still angry, still wounded, still willing to repeat the old cycles. Those timelines are being cleared. The universe has been asking you to release resentment, without erasing your memory. To forgive, without abandoning your self-respect. To grieve what happened, without getting stuck in the story that you are unworthy. Every time you chose to heal instead of hate, to learn instead of close, to grow instead of shrink, you were saying yes to the highest version of this love. My beloved soul, your soulmate is not coming back as the person who left. They are being stripped and remade. Their empty conversations are losing meaning. Their distractions are losing flavor. Their ego is losing its grip. Their heart is learning to speak louder than their wounds. They may not have all the answers yet. They may not be fully ready this very second. But the direction has changed. They are not walking away from you anymore. They are walking toward you. Even if their feet haven't moved in the physical, their soul has turned around. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Let's go deeper into what is forming next. Your soulmate is entering the stage of active transformation. At this stage, destiny does not allow them to sit still in awareness without action. The universe will keep turning up the volume on their emotions until staying silent becomes more painful than speaking up. They will start to feel restless in situations that once felt comfortable. Friends they used to vent to about you, minimizing what they felt, will suddenly feel draining when they try to continue that pattern. Gossip will taste bitter. Pretending they don't care will feel like a lie their own body rejects. Their nervous system is learning that honesty with you is safer than hiding from you. They will begin to crave emotional integrity. You might notice an odd shift in your own energy when this happens. Randomly, in the middle of your day, you might feel a lump in your throat, like you're about to cry, even if you're not sad. That is their unsaid words pressing up against the wall between you. You might feel sudden surges of desire to speak your truth, not in a desperate way, but in a peaceful, empowered way, because their soul is also whispering, I wish I had told them, my beloved soul, this reroute is synchronizing your emotional landscapes again. Not so you can lose yourself in them, but so you can meet each other from a shared place of vulnerability. There is another phase your soulmate is stepping into: preparation. They are rehearsing conversations in their mind. They are imagining how to open the door they once slammed shut. What do I say first? How do I admit my fault without sounding pathetic? How do I tell them I never stopped feeling this without making it look like I only chose them because nothing else worked? They are scared you won't answer. They are scared you've moved on. They are scared you no longer care. But deeper than all their fears is this truth: they are more scared of a life where they never try. Destiny is amplifying that fear, not to torture them, but to push them past the paralysis that kept them stuck. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The universe is orchestrating circumstances to support this movement. You may see small synchronicities multiply. Running into mutual connections, hearing about them indirectly, seeing places you associate with them more often, being invited to events that remind you of them. This is not the universe trying to toy with you. It is softly loosening the emotional distance, weaving your realities closer again so that when the moment to reconnect arrives, it doesn't feel like reaching across galaxies, it feels like stepping across a threshold. At the same time, you are being guided to anchor yourself. To deepen into your purpose, your passions, your gifts. To remember that you are not standing still, waiting at some imaginary finish line for them to catch up. You are moving, evolving, living. This ensures that when their energy reaches out, you can meet it from groundedness, not desperation. You are allowed to feel excited. You are allowed to feel afraid. You are allowed to feel skeptical. All your feelings are valid. What matters is that you stay aligned with your inner truth, not with old fears. My beloved soul, let me show you what their heart is whispering right now, even if their mouth is still quiet. I didn't know how to love you then. Not because you were hard to love, but because I didn't know how to love myself. I pushed you away not because I didn't care, but because I cared so much it terrified me. Everyone else just saw parts of me. You saw all of me. And I wasn't ready to meet that reflection. I told myself lies, about needing more time, about not being ready, about you being too intense, too much, too emotional, but the truth is, you were exactly what my soul needed. I broke my own heart when I broke yours. And every path that didn't have you in it led me back to the same emptiness. I'm tired of denying what I feel. I'm tired of trying to replace what is irreplaceable. I want to try. I want to show up. I want to choose this connection with both feet, not just with one. I want to come home. My beloved soul, don't skip. Stay till the end. Because as your soulmate moves from awareness into action, the quality of your connection is about to change. The universe is very clear about something: this is not a rerun of the old season. This is a new chapter. What ended before needed to end. Not because the love wasn't real, but because the two of you were not yet ready to hold what you were asking for. The reroute means, no more half-commitments. No more ghosting when things get too real. No more pretending you're just friends when your souls are clearly more. No more settling for confusion when clarity is available. They are being guided to speak truth where they once hid. To apologize where they once justified. To choose where they once wavered. To stay present where they once escaped. You are being guided to listen with your intuition, not just your wounds. To discern their actions, not just their words. To receive love without shrinking. To say yes only where your spirit feels peace. This is union energy, not attachment energy. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. In the days and weeks ahead, you may notice your dreams becoming more vivid, especially involving conversations, apologies, or reunions. A softening in your heart toward them, even if you were angry before. Old triggers rising up for one last review, giving you a chance to respond in a new way. An inner knowing that something is on its way, even if you can't logically explain it. Pay attention, but do not obsess. Allow, but do not cling. Trust, but do not betray yourself. The universe has rerouted their destiny, yes, but your free will remains sacred. You will always have the choice to accept, decline, delay, or reshape how this connection unfolds. The reroute guarantees alignment, not control. My beloved soul, you are not losing them. You never truly lost them. Even in separation, your souls were still learning from each other. Even in silence, your energies were still exchanging information. Even in distance, your destinies were still weaving in and out of one another's lives. What you lost was an outdated version of the connection. A version built on unhealed wounds, fear-based choices, and half-truths. What you are gaining is the opportunity for something deeper. A love where honesty is normal, not rare. A love where both take responsibility for their healing. A love where staying is not an obligation, but a choice reaffirmed every day. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The moment the universe rerouted your soulmate's destiny, it also shifted your own timeline. Paths you were considering that did not fully honor your soul will start to feel heavier. Opportunities that looked tempting but weren't aligned may simply fall away. People who were not meant to stay long-term may quietly exit your life. This is not punishment. It is editing. The universe is making room. Room for deeper joy. Room for shared purpose. Room for the kind of partnership that doesn't just give you butterflies, but gives you roots and wings at the same time. You are not meant to be a placeholder in anyone's life. You are not meant to be the almost, the what if, the maybe one day. You are meant to be seen, chosen, cherished, and grown with. Your soulmate's reroute is the universe's way of saying, we will no longer support timelines where your heart is half seen. My beloved soul, as this new chapter approaches, here is what destiny asks of you: stay open. Not naive, not blind, not without discernment, but open. Open to apologies that feel sincere. Open to conversations that feel uncomfortable but healing. Open to the possibility that people can change when their soul truly awakens. Open to the reality that you, too, are different now, stronger, wiser, softer in the right places, firmer in the right boundaries. Stay trusting. Not in them blindly, but in yourself. In your intuition. In the universe that has carried you through every heartbreak and still kept your heart beating. Stay grounded. In your body. In your day-to-day life. In your joy that exists independently of any relationship. Because when destiny moves, it can feel intense. Emotions can surge. Nostalgia can flood. Hope can inflate. Fear can whisper. Being grounded keeps you steady while the waves of change roll through. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Soon, very soon, your soulmate will be guided into a moment where they must choose. Comfort or courage. Ego or heart. Old life or true destiny. That moment may look like a simple decision from the outside, a text they finally send, a call they finally make, a trip they finally take, a confession they finally speak. But spiritually, it will be a crossroads. Everything this reroute has been building toward will crystallize into choice. And know this, my beloved soul, you are not responsible for their choice. You are responsible only for honoring your own heart, your own truth, your own boundaries, your own healing. You do not need to chase them into their destiny. The universe is already guiding them more powerfully than your worry ever could. You do not need to convince them of your value. Their soul already knows. Their awakening is about remembering what they have always known on a deeper level. You do not need to put your life on hold. Live. Create. Love yourself loudly. Let your light continue to expand. Because that is what called them in the first place, and that is what will ensure that whether they come back ready or not, you will be aligned with the love you deserve. My beloved soul, this is your confirmation. The universe has spoken. The reroute is active. Your soulmate's destiny is no longer wandering in circles away from you. It is being magnetized toward you, refined, purified, and prepared. Every tear you cried, every night you questioned, every prayer you whispered, every time you chose to get back up and keep loving in a world that made you want to shut down, none of it was in vain. You were not just waiting. You were weaving. You were co-creating with the universe a future where your heart could finally rest in a love that reflects the depth of your soul. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What is waiting is not just their return. What is waiting is your rebirth. The version of you who steps into this new chapter, with them, or with a fully aligned soulmate, is not the version of you who once settled for maybes and mixed signals. You are stepping into a timeline where your standards are high because your self-love is high. Where your heart is open because your boundaries are strong. Where your love is powerful because it is rooted in truth, not fantasy. Your soulmate is on their way. Not as your savior, not as your missing half, but as a soul who has finally remembered that their path and yours were never meant to end in separation. You are not behind. You are right on time. You are not forgotten. You are divinely held. You are not foolish for believing in this connection. Your soul recognized something long before your mind could explain it. Now, destiny is catching up. Feel it. Receive it. Prepare for it. Not by waiting at the window, but by becoming everything your own heart has always needed. The universe has rerouted your soulmate's destiny. And in doing so, it has rerouted yours, toward a love, a peace, and a union that are not only possible, they are already on their way to you, my beloved soul. Don't skip. Stay till the very end. Because the very end of this message is the very beginning of your new chapter.